Hello everyone, and welcome now to game number 3 in the series between Remind and Life. The game number 3 taking place here on Amazonia, as we are going to be looking at Remind spawning as the red night elf on the bottom left hand side of the map. We have Life spawning as the yellow night elf over here on the top right. This is Night Elf versus Night Elf once more, and so far we've been seeing very similar, very cookie-cutter games from these particular players. Remind did do a little bit of early aggression with that Ancient of War. That Ancient of War did end up throwing things off economically and timing-wise for Life, and that's how Remind took game number 1. I was looking at the final scores and I was trying to figure out what exactly had happened. And what had ended up happening is that Remind, by distracting Life and forcing his attention in a different direction, allowed him to get ahead overall in time, even though it didn't show up on the economic scoreboard. Also, catching a couple of units in transit, especially that bear with the Keeper of the Grove, really threw things in favor as we now are getting underway here in game number 3. We are all tied up, obviously, in this best of 3 series as we go to a game 3, as both sides are setting up those Ancients of War in position. It looks as though Life is actually setting up his in between these two locations here, so he can easily transition from the 5-3-3 to the 3-1-1. Now, we are going to be waiting for a little bit of repairing on both of these. We are currently at the 1 minute and 40 second mark right there, as well, the Demon Hunter should be making its rounds out in just a moment, and this game will be getting underway. All right, Ancient of War already on the move. 5-3-3 creep camp now starting. Meanwhile, same thing happening down over here. No lightning shield yet on Remind's units. That actually comes as a big surprise to me. I'm not quite sure why it hasn't even gotten the lightning shield. Meanwhile, yes, there's a lightning shield being used by Life, and the Demon Hunter was very careful to not get the final blow there. Alright, so far, that damage. Is the Archer going to back off? Yes, at the last possible moment. Gloves of Haste has been picked up, and Life using that lightning shield to his advantage there to try and get ahead by dealing just a bit more damage. Meanwhile, back across, Demon Hunter is already sitting at level 2. For Life is going to be able to perhaps clear out this 4-3-2 creep camp, I believe. 4-3-2 or 4-3-3 creep camp. Both are Forest Troll trackers, as we are looking at the Forest Troll Berserker getting finished off here. It looks as though the Demon Hunter will be staying only at level 2. He does end up picking up another tome and picking up a very useful Slippers of Agility once more. Now, at this stage in the game, that Gloves of Haste and that +6 attack is absolutely huge. Meanwhile, the Demon Hunter, on the other hand, has +6 attack and Mantle of Intelligence with the Slippers of Agility. So both sides have very powerful items at this point, but Remind is going to end up losing a Moonwell during construction. This is going to tremendously hurt. Is that Wisp going to get taken out? No, it is not. As you can see, the Wisp are just playing whack-a-mole inside here. One Wisp does get taken out, though, as the Archer is now in a bit of trouble. All right, where is it going to go? Where will it be able to travel to, as the Demon Hunter now going to travel back out? One Wisp causing a bit of pathing as the Demon Hunter finally learns how to walk around it. Another mana burn does go down. Was that a good, efficient time trade for Life? That is the big question now. It did cancel or delay a Moonwell there. That Moonwell should be filling up right now. Instead is under construction, as we see these Moonwells now are currently getting added in. Archers, and lots of them surprisingly by Life right now. 4 archers are in play, and I don't believe that this is at 28/30 compared to 29/40. All right, no, but everyone going in for a little bit more archers in this particular game than in the last couple. All right, Sasquatch going to get taken down here. Forest Trolls, and Forest Troll Shadow Priest going to be coming here. So it's a 5-2-2-2-2 getting cleared out. Meanwhile, Archer is going to go ahead and clear this out rather quickly. These are heavy armor units, so they do take full damage from the archers, as opposed to the Forest Troll trackers that have that medium armor there. So perhaps the armor types making a significant difference here, and in the reasoning for going for the larger number of archers. All right, it looks as though the archer production has come to a stop on both sides, as we are getting up that early Ancient of Wonders. Improved bows, however, now being added. So the Tree of Ages is already done. Tree of Ages currently for Remind. So those improved bows are going to be a big deal as both sides are currently fighting. All right, Mana Burn coming across. Naga Sea Witch both comes out. Who is going to be able to win out in this fight first? Naga Sea Witch trying to get away. Already has taken taken down to 160 hit points. Demon Hunter going after his opponent, not going to be able to catch up here. Archers are now looking to back off, as with the number of archers, a Priestess of the Moon would not seem out of place. This is a lot of just range units right now, and it may be particular just on Amazonia to have this number of large archers. Now, let's take a look back across here. It does not look like we are going into Ancients of Lore at all. And I would say, if it wasn't for the fact that there are Naga Sea Witches on the map, I would say this is looking like a Reign of Chaos game with the sheer mass number of one particular unit. Demon Hunter picks up a Staff of Preservation. It gives Mantle of Intelligence to that Naga Sea Witch as we are ready to go and head back into another large fight. So far, the Demon Hunter is going to get into that front position. Level 3 versus level 3. Are we going to exchange those mana burns? There you are, exchanging those mana burns. Who is going to be able to do more? That is the real big question there. Only the Demon Hunters are not engaging. Everything else is currently fighting. There's another mana burn there. Not a very effective mana burn. Potion of Healing, Potion of Healing. Talk about a mirror match in every way, shape, or form, as the Demon Hunter should probably be going for a mana burn here on that Naga Sea Witch. A big blow there. Staff of Preservation saved. Demon Hunter of Remind down to 19 hit points and gets taken out. That is a devastating blow. Level 3 Demon Hunter felled. Naga Sea Witch sitting at level 1. Almost at level 2, Demon Hunter was teleported back home, that Staff of Preservation, and for some reason, that Scroll of Town Portal, Staff of Preservation, both of the escape cards being kept on the same unit, ended up not working in favor for Remind while it worked for Life. Alright, Demon Hunter going to go ahead and finish things off right there. Beautiful play as a Potion of Invulnerability now dropped for Life. Meanwhile, Naga Sea Witch is sitting at level 2. Forest Troll Trapper quickly gets taken out, as we now see a big advantage for Life moving on into the next fight. We do have level 2 now on Remind, as the units are still going to be battling it out back and forth. Remind really should have staffed up Preservation the Demon Hunter first before using that Scroll of Town Portal, and that's what ultimately will cost him the game. So we can see down over here just an illusion keeping track of all those units. Meanwhile, we should be looking at bears eventually making their way in, as Life purposely brings in a Forest Troll Shadow Priest here to try and heal back up. Are there Ancients of Lore? Ancients of Wind being constructed here. No Ancients of Lore. So we're not going to be going into bears. Interesting strategy, as Remind's Wisp quickly gets detonated in order to deny any sort of experience. Naga Sea Witch is ready to go. Dark Ranger rounding out the full trifecta right there. Dark Ranger by Remind as well. This is going to be a lot of units indeed, and with the large number of archers, Dark Rangers should be able to spawn a significant more number of skeletal minions. Demon Hunter picks up a Tome of Agility. Back across over here, finishing off a relatively easy creep camp. I could have sworn that Dark Ranger attack was already in the air, but it may not have counted, as we're looking at the Demon Hunter getting teleported back home. Only to see, hey, those moonwells are rather dry. What am I really doing here? Gonna pick up a Potion of Healing instead? No, Orb of Venom instead, as we now see also that Fairy Dragon. Naga Sea Witch ready to go. We see one Forest Troll Shadow Priest who needs to do a lot of healing on that Demon Hunter. That Demon Hunter is now currently in the backfield, needs to get into the forefront, as skeletal minions are going to end up getting taken down as well. Those skeletal minions should importantly absorb a bit of damage that is being dealt. Naga Sea Witch picks up a Belt of Giant Strength. And here's a question. Do you give the Gloves of Haste to the Dark Ranger so you have plus 12 strength on a Demon Hunter? That Demon Hunter would then, well, pretty much nearly be unstoppable with 1,050 hit points at level 3. and also have a significant amount of armor, almost 8 armor at level 3. That is just so much damage to try and get past. That Forestral Shadow Priest doing its best to keep this Demon Hunter up and alive. Looks like it ended up working out. Ancient of War now taken down as we see a Tree of Life currently, well, getting pelted with arrows. Goblin Sapper number 1 dealing a devastating blow right there. And it looks as though Life's Tree of Life will end up getting shot down. Now, no Scroll of Town Portal. That is going to be a significant loss there. Meanwhile, Illusion still wandering around, wondering, well, when is this going to be happening? There was a detonation, and you are now going after those Moonwells. No Moonwells mean that you are not going to be able to do any additional healing at the upcoming Nightfall or train up any additional units. All right, Druid of the Talons. There's Fairy Dragons, Fairy Fire, ready to go. Mana Burn there as you see a Cyclone getting in a big blow. All right, are we going to see these archers now try to fight back here? Demon Hunter, Mana Burn, Mana Flare is in a very curious position, making it difficult for the Cyclones to easily come their way down. Fork Lightning, Dark Ranger now sitting at level 2. Could we perhaps get a Silence coming across? We do have Fairy Fire being used across the board, as we should be using a Potion of Invulnerability right there. Remind. Chasing after these units. Naga Sea Witch of Life gets taken down. However, wow. All right, it looks as though, yes, that is going to happen on both sides of the fence, so to speak, as we are still fighting our way through. Naga Sea Witch or Dark Ranger trying to get away. No, Dark Ranger gets taken out as well. Remind is currently up on heroes. No. Both sides have lost here, and only the Demon Hunters are no, wait, there's a Naga Sea Witch. Yeah. There is the Dark Ranger as the Demon Hunter now trying to slip back off to the north. Is going to be able to buy anything. It looked like it wanted to buy something, but I never saw the arrow overhead as the Demon Hunter perhaps wanted those boots of speed. He's going to be heading back over here to the top right. And Life, who had a commanding lead, is now all of a sudden, well, up the creek, so to speak. 39 compared to 37. Resurrecting the hero. This Moonwell was not even destroyed. If this Moonwell was perhaps destroyed, it would have delayed the Naga Sea Witch further, and that would have been a big blow. So 39 points of damage on, or 21 points of damage on a Moonwell could have been the difference between victory and defeat here between Life and Remind. We'll see if Life is going to be able to overcome the losses of 2 heroes as he is now regrouping and healing back up. All right, Dark Ranger out on the move. Units are all running into every which corner. Remind now running across the center off over here. What is happening? Demon Hunter picks up, it looks like a Potion of Lesser Invulnerability, plus 11 attack. The Dark Rangers plus 6 health or plus 6 strength was not enough to help, as the Naga Sea Witch is about to come back into play. Majority of the creep camps have been crept out. Only, I guess, one red creep camp here, which is rather difficult to creep out now that a lot of players have gone into those Druids of the Talon. Druids of the Talon cannot deal any damage to those golems since they are magic-based attacks. Back across over here, it looks as though an archer is going to pull back here. Here we go. We are going to go into an engagement. Those Druids of the Talon are just going to be, well, cheerleaders, so to speak, trying to keep everyone else happy and alive. All right, Fairy Dragons are coming into play. Those Rock Golems do deal chaos damage. They are able to attack air as well, so those Fairy Dragons are not immune to those Rock Golem damage. So far, also, Dark Ranger slowly getting resurrected, and I am surprised that Remind is not somehow making the most out of this situation. He has all of his heroes, he has the army, he has everything ready to go, but he is not confident enough to engage against his opponent right now. And the situation will most likely not get any better. Demon Hunter wandering back across over here. Remind does spot everything that's going on. There is this 1 sentry ward in position as we're looking at the fight now break out. All right, let's take a look back across over here. Demon Hunter and the Naga Sea, which perhaps should have engaged much earlier, as the units are now looking to back off again. Anti-magic potion, Naga Sea Witch, Dark Ranger now bringing up the rear. It looks as though the armies are all back up 58 over 60 compared to 47 over 50. Remind does not realize how strong of an army Life has as he finally chooses to engage. Dark Ranger now ready to go. We are going to be going into a fight. Cyclone is coming across. You can see that the Hippogriffs are being forced to retreat. Hippogriffs may not have been the best choice since there are so many anti-air units with these archers. Now Hippogriffs, it looks as though did not get taken down to pretty much near death as the Hippogriff now trying to engage here. They should end up getting picked apart. Scroll of Healing, Fork Lightning, quickly picking apart some of those units as you see more mana flares coming in. Remind and Life, both of them coming across as the level 4, I believe level 4 Naga Sea Witch was taken out, or no, level 4 Demon Hunter was taken out, and now level 4 Naga Sea Witch is also going to get taken out as well. This looks like a straight up A move army now from Life going up against Remind. Remind lost 2 heroes, and that is it. I thought Remind could have perhaps come away with that game there. He had a significant advantage but was unable to capitalize on it, and because of that ends up falling 2-1 to Life. Thanks for watching, thanks for listening, hope you guys enjoyed it.